Yo, yo, Spurs fans, I'm here. Bobby from Bobby-Bobspur TV, doing a debrief for my man Lily White Lane. I'm so sorry. I really thought I'd come on air and look a bit lively and a bit positive. Can't do it. Can't do it. After yesterday's performance, what I witnessed yesterday was, I know it's an easy word to use, common word to use, but unbelievable. It was literally unbelievable. After Arsenal game, which the players and the managers had a lot to answer for, and you really thought it was a one-off. I was stupidly in thinking it's probably a one-off. We'll show up against Zagreb. We've got a two-goal advantage. Honestly, honestly, can't do it. And Lily White Lane wants me to come on and do a analysis and a debrief of last night's game. And we were speaking yesterday. We can't put our finger on it. We really can't. And it'd be unfair of me to come on here and lay out some spiel about this, that, whatever, and players, Jose. Stand back and look at the bigger picture and the whole picture. You can't explain it. I'll try to. I'll try and give my opinions, but I don't know how much of it is going to be just stuff that's going to be coming out of my mouth right now. Because as YouTubers, you sit down and you make a few notes and a few bullet points that you want to mention in your videos. I've got a blank piece of paper. I literally have a blank piece of paper. Let me try and show you. In fact, I think my missus used it for a shopping list. I think that says it all, really. Right, let's try and get some context. Sorry, can't even get my words out. Jose in, Jose out. I've said before, I'm Spurs in. I'm Tottenham in. About 3 times this season, he's come out and said, essentially, the players aren't doing as he's asked them to. Why? What's happening with his methods, what he's saying to the players that they aren't getting? And after a few times, I know what I would do. I'd start questioning myself. Start questioning what is it I'm doing vocally that the players aren't getting. Once, yeah. Twice, you start worrying. 3 times, and good on Hugo to come out and say this, that, and whatever, and he's showing a bit of passion. But you're a captain. My question to him would be, okay, if that's your feelings, have you made that as evident as possible in that changing room? We saw in the documentary, the vocal man. But if he feels that passionate and he's a captain, and captains lead by example, and the captain's thoughts and thoughts on the club, the way the club should be playing, should be transcended throughout the team. So where is his role as captaincy gone wrong? It's probably a bit unfair, and I'm going to be calling out. I've been calling out players, manager, the board. The board. Oh my God, the bigger picture. The board. It's all the board's fault. Oh yes, the board. Sack the board. What? Really? Sack the board? Board aren't going anywhere for the next possibly 3, 4, 5 seasons. In this climate, you really think someone's going to come in and buy Enoch out? No. Get real. Yes, the board is to blame. The board is probably the biggest to blame. But deal with it. As harsh as it sounds, deal with it. We're not going to have money this summer. Alistair Gold's got on record to say, and he's pretty good at what he says. The only money we're going to generate is by selling players. And if the players carry on playing like this, who's going to want to buy them? The board aren't going anywhere. Deal with it. That's the harsh truth. The immediate problems is the playing style, the players, and for me, unfortunately, the manager. The 5 games, again, sound like a broken record. The 5 games we won, we should have won. Third from bottom, fifth from bottom, mid-table team, and 2 average European teams. We should have beaten those teams with our firepower. And I always stated, it's the games after the 5 games that we won in a row where the test is going to come. Arsenal away, Zagreb away, Aston Villa away coming up. And my word, we've failed. We've failed without a fight. Glenn Hoddle said yesterday, you can have an off day. You can lose a bit of playability. You can lose a bit of form. But what you can't lose is your heart. And Spurs in the last 2 games have played without any heart. The players aren't good enough. Of course they're not. But there were supporters out there who were saying, look, they're finally playing for Jose. They've turned their season round. They haven't down tools. There isn't a rift in their changing rooms. Hugo said said something else. It was not true. And then suddenly we've lost 2 games in a row, and these players aren't good enough. You're entitled to an opinion. I've been consistent, and there is visual proof to confirm that. I've always been consistent. I'll give Jose the benefit of the doubt after those 5 games. Prior to that, I don't think it was going that well. But I've always said I'm Tottenham in. I'm not Jose in, Jose out. I couldn't care less who managed Tottenham. I want to be successful. I want trophies. I've supported Tottenham for nearly 40 years. 91 cup final sticks out like a sore thumb. A good sore thumb, but a sore thumb. The manager needs to question himself. The board, he needs to question the board, because it's very unlikely Jose would have taken this job on if he had absolutely no funds to spend. To be fair, he said he was happy at the beginning of the season with all the players that he got. And to be fair, you give any top 6 team the likes of Pierre, Bale, Vinny, Reguilon, that's 4 players who would change any team's performances, mentality, as far as I'm concerned. They're 4 quality players. You give that to any top 6 team, I guarantee you they'll become a better team. We've gone backwards. We have gone backwards. And if you're telling me this squad is nowhere near good enough to challenge, I'm not saying achieve, but challenge for the top 4. Yes, we're 6 points behind Chelsea with a game in hand, but it's an odd season, and the only reason I'm slightly confident we can achieve top 4 is not because of us, it's because of the inconsistencies of the teams above us. But yeah, going back to yesterday, I apologise to you, Lily White Lane. Sorry I can't be analytical or give a tactical reason of why we didn't perform yesterday, because tactically, I'll be honest, when the first 11 came up, I was like, oh, attacking team, we should be okay. Get a goal, take off Kane, Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt. Can I say that? Never mind. But yeah, it was a disappointment, massive disappointment. And for me, it's down to the players and down to Jose. If his methods, if his requests of attacking on the front foot, pressing, isn't going through to the players, players might be as average as they are. If they're not getting the message that their manager, their boss is giving to them, then Jose has to ask questions of himself. And unfortunately under him, he was brought in to get us Champions League qualification, very hard to do now, and make a difference in the bigger games. He's failed. Norwich last season, Everton, we played well, but we went out. We were conceding so many chances, and he failed to make a change, any form of change. People will point to the Man United 6-1, and yeah, that was great. But when the younger manager, he's been outdone by the younger managers this season, the Artetas, the Lampards. Pep's youngish thinking manager, and I think that's why there's a cry for Nagelsmann, because yeah, he might have not had a thing in his trophy cabinet, but he'll bring newer ideas, fresher ideas, up-to-date ideas. Personally, I don't know. Honestly, don't know. I've made numerous claims of Parker and Nagelsmann, even the German manager, Love, who's going out, Joachim. So, I don't know. But as always, I'll be doing another debrief after the Villa game. And like always, till we die, come on you Spurs.